So I have a confession to make. I've never actually skated in real life. I mean, I want to, but I'm also very attached to my bones. And let's be honest, laziness is a powerful force. So instead, I've chosen the safer path, virtual skateboarding. After having an absolute blast testing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 back in 2023 on my potato setup, I was hyped to check out the remastered version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters 3 and 4. The nostalgia, the tricks, the vibes, it was calling to me. So today, we're diving into whether this remaster can grind smoothly on a low-end PC with no dedicated graphics card and an i3 processor, and most importantly, does it feel like Tony Hawk, or has the soul been kick-flipped into the void? Okay, tech nerds and budget gamers, here's the setup rundown. I tested this game on a classic low-end build, just an i3 processor, 8GB RAM, and absolutely zero graphics card. Just raw, integrated graphics and hope. The good news? The game does run, and surprisingly well with the right tweaks. I had to drop the resolution down to 720p and play around with the graphics settings. Shadows off, anti-aliasing off, texture quality set to please don't kill my PC, and I got a playable 30-40 FPS most of the time. That's not bad at all for a remaster. Sure, the game won't look like it belongs on a PS5, but hey, when you're doing a perfect combo line and you don't crash, even on an ancient system, you feel like a legend. There were a few hiccups in levels like Water Park, and some textures took a second to load in, but nothing game-breaking. For a game that's skating on nostalgia and not ultra-realism, this works out fine for budget users like us. Now, here's where things get complicated. The gameplay mechanics, still tight, still satisfying, still make you feel like Tony Hawk's long-lost cousin. The controls are responsive, the tricks feel just as good as you remember, and the graphics, even on low settings, manage to deliver decent visuals and smooth animations. There's still joy in nailing a perfect combo, grinding a rail for half the map, or accidentally launching yourself into a wall because you got cocky mid-manual. That part, still golden. But oh boy, the mission design and game structure, this is where the nosedive begins. One of the biggest crimes this remaster commits is cutting out all the soul that made THPS 4 such a standout. Remember when you could roam around open maps, interact with quirky NPCs, and take on fun, weird missions like tennis minigames at the college level or that wild seals rescue in the zoo? Gone. All gone. In their place, we get a bunch of generic reach X score or collect 5 letters goals repeated across every map like a bad template. There's no personality, no narrative, and no surprises. Just arcade-style goals pasted into levels that used to feel alive. And that free skate mode? Yeah, technically you can set the timer to 60 minutes, but that's not really free skating, is it? It's like someone offering you unlimited pizza, but only if you eat it with a stopwatch. And let's talk music, because Tony Hawk games were known for their soundtracks that could define your teenage years. Sadly, many of the OG classics like System of a Down, Goldfinger, and Flogging Molly didn't make the cut. I get it, licensing is hard, but man, it hurts. You can slap your own Spotify playlist on top, but it's not quite the same. Missing iconic levels like Chicago and Carnival only makes that sting worse. The remaster feels like it was made by someone who heard about THPS 4 but never actually played it. Even the menus lack the polish of THPS 1+2. It's serviceable, sure, but just feels a bit off. And here's the kicker. You need an Activision account for online multiplayer. Fine, I'll allow it. But if you're expecting buttery online sessions, brace yourself. Some players reported being randomly thrown into wrong servers, like Pacific Asia when you're chilling in North America. And if you accidentally buy premium currency on the wrong server, poof, it's gone. And the customer support? Let's just say I've had more empathy from a vending machine that ate my money. It's not just annoying, It's outright disrespectful. But hey, I'm not here to only roast. Despite the flaws, when you're skating through familiar levels and pulling off ridiculous tricks, there's still that spark. That core gameplay loop is so strong, it survives even through this less-than-perfect remaster. If you're a diehard fan, there's still fun to be had. Just lower your expectations. This isn't a love letter to the original, more like a badly photocopied version that forgot to include the signature. So where does that leave us? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 Plus 4 on a low-end PC with no graphics card is actually playable, and in some moments even enjoyable. The core skating gameplay is solid, responsive, and hits those nostalgic notes. Performance-wise, it's a win for potato gamers. No fancy hardware needed, just a willingness to mess around with settings and maybe sacrifice a bit of visual quality. But as a remaster, it fumbles hard. The lack of creativity in mission design, missing NPC interactions, iconic level removals, and that heartbreaking soundtrack downgrade really take the wind out of the kickflip. This could have been the sequel we deserved after the excellent THPS 1+2 remake, but instead it feels more like a lazy, copy-paste effort with stripped content and a heavy dose of "we'll fix it later." Would I recommend it? If you're a hardcore Tony Hawk fan desperate for any taste of THPS 3 or 4 on modern systems, maybe pick it up on sale. But for anyone else, especially if you've already played 1+2, this one doesn't offer enough to justify the price tag. And definitely don't spend any extra money on it. The monetization and server issues just aren't worth it. You're better off emulating the originals or praying that some modders do what the devs couldn't. Bring the soul back. Thanks for watching this review of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 Plus 4 on low-end PC, no graphics card, i3. If you enjoyed the video, or if you're also a couch skater like me, drop a like, share it with your lazy friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more honest low-end gaming reviews. Comment below if you've played the original THPS games, and let me know which one was your favorite. Until next time, keep your manuals tight, your combos longer than your attention span, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.